What up, Kane fans? Welcome back to our top 50 countdown series, where we're looking at the top 50 players, in my opinion, on the 2023 Miami Hurricanes roster and who I think will make the biggest impact in this upcoming 2023 season. So far, we've done 50 through 47. So today, you're going to get another twofer. You're going to get the brothers Washington, Bobby and Robby, 46 and 45. So let's get to it. Let's start with number 46, Robby Washington. So you saw a little bit of him in the spring game. You saw what they've kind of been raving about with him, his quickness, his route running ability to get open. He did have that one drop early on. Jacari threw one on a bubble screen that hit him right in the hands and he dropped it. I'm going to chalk that up to freshman jitters. He did make a couple nice catches. He also, in the game, he got open on a slant route and Jacari rifled one in there and almost made like a one-handed catch that he had to dive for. So that was pretty impressive. I liked what I saw, the little bit that I saw from Robby Washington. We saw that clip, of course, Jacari to Robby for the long touchdown from practice a couple of weeks ago. So, he's starting to make some moves. He's starting to make a little bit of noise. I like what I see so far. He's not the biggest guy. I think he's like 5'10", 5'11". He could be playing a lot of outside receiver, maybe kind of moving in and out of the slot. But doesn't have the best size. But at the end of the day, if he can get open, that's all that matters. And it looks like he's starting to develop a little rapport with Jacari Brown. Whenever you see the two in there at the same time, usually Jacari's looking for him and he finds him. So good to see there. I think we have a potential playmaker. As for this season, what I think we're going to get out of Robby Washington could be a potential special teams guy returning kicks. Maybe, we'll see him sparingly in there. If anybody gets nicked up on the depth chart, you'll see him move up and get more playing time. But, I think you'll see him get in there and get, some rotational snaps. Not a lot, just because there's numbers in front of him right now. But I think Robby Washington does have a bright future with this team. Now, his twin brother, Bobby, linebacker, 6'3", 220, 225, obviously great size. He impressed a lot of people over the course of spring practice the last few weeks. Bobby, as far as I know, at least what I saw, I would have to go back and watch the whole thing. I was at the game. I saw, highlights afterwards on YouTube. I didn't see big number 17 out there. Maybe I missed it. Maybe he was in there for a handful of plays. I don't know. I do know that, again, throughout spring over the last few weeks, Bobby has been very impressive. He's looked very quick in coverage, good instincts. He can tackle pretty well. I know that was a concern. His film, he's just shoulder charging people, but, with his size, he can get away with that. But I think he's learned how to wrap up and Duke can hit. He can lower the boom. So I'm very excited about Bobby. Floor and ceiling with him. Again, the floor I think is actually relatively high for an incoming freshman. He's an early enrollee, so he got that head start over guys like Malik Bryant, Popo Aguirre, Marcus Pulliam. All those guys are, a couple of them are with the program. I think Malik Bryant's already there. He's just rehabbing and doing some strength and conditioning stuff. I saw him at the spring game. But yeah, I think Bobby is going to get playing time much sooner than his peers from this incoming class, even though those guys were all rated higher. I think Bobby didn't get his fourth recruiting, rating star until very late in the process. I think he had already committed to Miami. Most of the cycle, he was a 3-star. So look for him to get on the field. I think the ceiling with him, he could be a heavy rotational guy. I don't think he'll start. Then again, I've been surprised before, but he could be in the 2 deep, getting a lot of reps with guys like, Chase Smith. Obviously, a lot of it weighs on if he's available. And Corey Flagg and Kiko Mauigoa. By the way, shout out to Kiko. He made a lot of plays in the spring game. I was very impressed. I actually had to bump him up my top 50 list a little bit, so he's going to be a little higher. But anyways, yeah, that's it. Those are my thoughts on number 46 and number 45 in the top 50 rankings. Robby and Bobby. I expect some decent contributions from both of them at the very least. So with that said, have a good rest of your day, guys. It's all about the you.